What if I told you the car of the future is already here, and you might be missing out? No, I'm not talking about flying cars or sci-fi movie props. I'm talking about a car that's changed the entire automotive industry. A car that went from a Silicon Valley dream to a global phenomenon. It's the Tesla Model 3, and today we're going to dive deep, beyond the hype and the headlines, to find out if this is truly the car for everyone. Is it the revolutionary vehicle that will define our generation, or is it just an overhyped gadget on wheels? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have your answer. Let's start with the first thing you notice, the design. The Model 3 is the definition of minimalist elegance. There's no traditional front grille, because, well, it doesn't need one. The smooth, flowing lines aren't just for looks. They make the car incredibly aerodynamic, which is crucial for maximizing its electric range. It's a design that turns heads without shouting for attention. It looks clean, modern, and honestly, like it drove right out of the year 2030. The door handles are flush with the body. You just press one side and the other pops out. It's a small detail, but it has one of those things that makes you feel like you re-interacting with something special. And that feeling continues when you step inside. Get ready for a shock because the interior of the Model 3 is unlike any other car you've been in. Where's the dashboard? The buttons? The sea of knobs and switches? They're gone. Almost everything is controlled through a single, massive 15-inch touchscreen that sits right in the middle. Your speed, navigation, music, climate control, even adjusting your side mirrors, it's all done on this screen. At first, it can feel a bit strange, almost too simple. But after a few minutes, it becomes incredibly intuitive. It's like using a giant iPad to control your car. The interface is snappy, responsive, and beautifully designed. This minimalist approach creates an incredibly open and airy cabin. The all-glass roof, which comes standard, enhances this feeling, making the interior feel spacious and futuristic. The seats are comfortable, supportive, and made from a vegan material that's surprisingly premium. There's ample legroom for both front and rear passengers, making it a genuinely practical car for families or road trips. Now, let's talk about the driving experience because this is where the Model 3 truly shines. Forget everything you know about gasoline cars. The moment you press the accelerator, you get instant, silent, and relentless acceleration. It's a feeling that's hard to describe. There's no engine roar, no gear shifts, just a smooth, continuous push that pins you to your seat. The base model goes from 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds, which is already quicker than many sports sedans. But if you opt for the performance version, you're looking at a mind-bending 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. That's supercar territory. It's addictive, and it will change your perception of speed forever. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling is just as impressive. The heavy battery pack is located in the floor of the car, giving it an extremely low center of gravity. This means the Model 3 feels incredibly planted and stable through corners. The steering is precise and responsive. It feels nimble and agile, more like a sports car than a practical family sedan. And one of the coolest features is one-pedal driving. Thanks to regenerative braking, the moment you lift your foot off the accelerator, the car starts to slow down, converting that kinetic energy back into battery charge. You can literally drive around town most of the time without ever touching the brake pedal. It's efficient, and it makes for a super smooth driving experience. Of course, the big question with any electric car is range and charging. This used to be the biggest source of anxiety for potential buyers. With the Model 3, that anxiety is largely a thing of the past. Depending on the version you get, you're looking at a real-world range of anywhere from 250 to over 350 miles on a single charge. For the average person, that's more than enough for a full week of commuting. You just plug it in at home overnight like you do with your phone, and you wake up to a full tank every morning. No more weekly trips to the gas station. But what about road trips? This is where Tesla's supercharger network comes in. It's a vast, global network of high-speed charging stations, strategically placed along major highways and in cities. You pull up, plug in, and in about 20 to 30 minutes, you can add enough range to get you to your next stop. The car's navigation system will even plan your route for you, automatically including charging stops and telling you exactly how long you need to charge at each one. It takes all the guesswork out of long-distance travel in an EV. It's a seamless, integrated system that no other automaker has managed to replicate at this scale. Now we have to talk about the tech. The Tesla Model 3 is often called a computer on wheels, and for good reason. The car is constantly connected to the internet, and it receives regular over-the-air software updates that add new features and improve existing ones. This means your car actually gets better over time. You might wake up one morning to find your car has a new video game in its entertainment system, improved performance, or even enhanced safety features. It's a fundamentally different approach to car ownership. And then there's Autopilot. Autopilot is Tesla's advanced driver assistance system. The standard version includes features like adaptive cruise control, which maintains your speed and distance from the car in front, and auto steer, which helps keep you centered in your lane. It makes long highway drives significantly less stressful and fatiguing. It's important to remember this is not a fully self-driving system. You still need to keep your hands on the wheel and pay attention to the road at all times. But it is an incredible piece of technology that gives you a glimpse into the future of driving. Let's touch on practicality and cost. The Model 3 is surprisingly practical. Because there's no engine up front, you get a front trunk, or frunk, in addition to a very spacious rear trunk. Combined with the fold-down rear seats, you have a huge amount of cargo space. In terms of cost, the initial purchase price might seem higher than a comparable gasoline car like a Honda Accord or a Toyota Camry. However, the total cost of ownership is often much lower. You save a tremendous amount of money on fuel. Electricity is much cheaper than gas. Maintenance is also a huge saving. There are no oil changes, no spark plugs, no exhaust systems to worry about. The main consumables are tires and windshield washer fluid. Over 5 or 10 years, these savings can really add up, making the Model 3 a financially smart decision for many people. So, back to our original question. Is the Tesla Model 3 the car for everyone? Well, no single car ever is. If you live in an apartment without access to charging, or if you regularly travel to extremely remote areas off the beaten path, it might not be the perfect fit just yet. But for the vast majority of people, the answer is a resounding yes. It's fast fun to drive, packed with incredible technology, safe and surprisingly practical. It solves the range anxiety problem with a great battery and an unbeatable charging network. It fundamentally changes the experience of owning and driving a car for the better. The Model 3 isn't just a great electric car. It's one of the best cars you can buy, period. It's the car that made electric mainstream, and it truly feels like you're driving the future. If you've ever been curious about making the switch to electric, the Model 3 is the car that should be at the very top of your list. It's more than just a car. It's a statement about where we're headed. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of electric vehicles. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Model 3. See you in the next one.